Hi to all. Today we'll discuss about critical clearing angle and critical clearing time in power system stability. Let us consider single machine infinite bus that is shown in figure. At the sending end side we are connected synchronous machine and the receiving end side infinite bus is connected. These two buses will be connected through the transmission line, and suppose if the fault occurred, for fault recognition relay and circuit breakers is shown in figure, and the fault representation is also shown in figure. Suppose if the fault occurred in a system, at that time what happens, the load angle will be rapidly increases, thereby it influences the accelerating power on the system and the system will becomes unstable. So del is automatically large. So there is an angle which the fault must be clear if the system is to be remain stable. This is nothing but the equal area criterion is to be satisfied at that time, then that angle is known as critical clearing angle. And whatever the mechanical input we are giving to the synchronous machine, at that time it will be having some initial condition. At that initial condition the pm mechanical input will be presented, and that will be having the some load angle that will be represented by del naught. At that time we can say that at initial condition pm equals to pe, that will be shown in power angle characteristics curve. So that is at point A pm equals to pe. Now if three phase short circuit occurs, and that means short circuit occurs means, suppose if the fault occurred in a system, at that time the terminal voltage, that means at the receiving end side terminal voltage at the infinite bus pe electrical output will be goes to decrease. That means we can say that pe equals to 0. So here from A point to B point the power will be rapidly decreased, and at that B point we can say that PE electrical power output will be 0. So and the state point will drops to B, that will be shown in figure. So the acceleration area A1 starts to increase. After increase, when it will be starts to increase after the fault clear, the state point moves along with B point to C point. At that time we can say that TC corresponding the clearing angle delta C. So del C. So that means after suppose if the fault occur after fault clear, it will take some time, that will be represented as TC. Then at that time the load angle will be represented as del C. So this TC is nothing but clearing time, and del C is nothing but clearing angle, that is shown in power angle curve. After fault is clear, that is how the fault is clear, the relay sends the information, then it will pass the information to the circuit breaker. So it will take some time, that is the time is represented by TC, and the load angle will be represented by del C. So after fault is clear, the system is again becomes to healthy condition and it transmit the power. So P, we can say that P equals to P max sin del, that is a state point shifted to D on the power angle curve, and the rotor now decelerates, and the decelerate area that will shown in figure A2 begins increases while the state point moves to D to E. Okay, so for stability the clearing angle del C must be satisfied this condition, that is equal area criterion, that is area A1 equals to area A2. Now we can write the equations of area A1, accelerating area and decelerating area, these two conditions, and the power angle load angle curve will be differ from delta C to delta 1. So represent by using these equations, and by using integration and simplifying these equations, then we'll get P max cos del C minus cos del 1 equals to Pi into del I minus del naught. Also we know that P max equals to sin del naught. So substituting these equations, and we'll simplify the equations, then we'll get cos del C is equals to cos del 1 plus del 1. Here In fifth equation, pi equals to p max into sine del naught. Now substitute pi in place of p max into sine del naught and simplify this equation. Then we'll get cos del c is equals to cos del 1 plus del 1 minus del naught into sine del naught. So where del c is called as clearing angle, del naught is initial power angle, and del 1 is a power angle to which the rotor advances or overshoots beyond del c. Now for three-phase fault, we can say that if fault occur at that time, electrical output power is equals to 0. So for already by using swing equation, we can derive the expression for Pa equals to m into d squared L by dt square, and here we are represented stored kinetic energy, and we are represented equation 7. In that equation again we have to integrate the equation twice, then we'll get del equals to pi into f pi by 2h into t square plus del naught. Here 2 times integration we will get t square by 2. So substituting that equation we will get the 8th equation. Now if Tc is a clearing time corresponding to the clearing angle del c, then we can obtain the equation del c. We can represent in place of del with del c. Now Tc equals to from this equation we can write the Tc expression. So where del c can be obtained from equation 6 as a clearing of faulty A1 is increases and del 1 will be increases. So we can say that A1 equals to A2 equals to A1, then we till del 1 equals to del 1, that is shown in figure. Del naught is initial load angle, del C is a critical clearing angle, del M is a maximum load angle. So for clearing angle or clearing time larger, time larger than this value, the system would be unstable. The maximum allowable value of the clearing angle and the clearing time for the system is to remain stable, then that is known as critical clearing time and critical clearing angle. Now coming to the for finding critical clearing angle, so we represented del m equation, maximum load angle is equals to pi minus del naught. So substituting this equation in previous equation 6, then simplifying this equation we will get the del cr, that is expression is nothing but critical clearing angle. We can say that del cr equals to cos inverse of pi minus 2 del naught into sine del naught minus cos del naught. So by